You guys will move on to this side of the room here. Maybe there you go. Very good. That's about even. Let's see. So just two of you guys. So move on to this side.
Okay.
And that's about even.
You exit, just watch your step. It might change the more you step off. Again, slides.
We explode.
This comes on.
150 feet underground in a salt mine. Salt dust? I wonder if it's salty. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to eat the Permian playground. Wow.
Don't lick your fingers.
Oh, it's very tempting. Oh my gosh, this stuff feels like, you know, like flour. Don't cook with it. Mud. This is mud? This is rock. Apparently, this is mud, apparently. Oversized rock salt. And it looks salty. Ooh. We're going to blow this place up. Salt secrets. The most important stripe called the marker bed, and it runs horizontally about 6 feet up from the floor. It's a natural separation in the layers of the salt and marks the height of the roof in the 1920s and 1930s. That line. That line. Okay, so there we go. That's cool. That's where the roof would be sometimes. Except you can see where they would drill in and just put dynamite and explode this. See? Look, right there. Oh, can't see right there. It's dark right there. I got a hard hat on. This is Strataca salt mine in Kansas. 650 feet under the ground. Oh yeah, there's light right here. 650 feet under the ground. Hard hat, Strataca right there. Anyways, look at this big piece of salt. Look how clear that is. It's so clear. Do not climb. Then you have salt deposit approximately 400 feet thick. That's a lot. Stretches 150 miles and 200 miles long and contains approximately 30 trillion tons of salt. Every once in a while you come across a beauty like this. Clear salt. Yeah. So apparently this is the Permian period. Apparently this used to be a Permian sea. You can see all this right here. Picture photography. It was apparently right here. This is supposed to be Pangea, I guess. Pangea. Big old continent. I forgot my jacket and it's super cold. Ooh, we can find fossils here. Look at that. What the heck just happened over there? Looks like, look, and two, blah, 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 blah. Oh, you see these at the beach all the time. Just fossils, 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 fossil, fossil, fossils all on this page. Creepy looking dinosaur. Information over here. Let's see. The area you are walking through, called the Narrows, is the most recently mined area of the museum. From December 20th to 23, 2004, minerals blasted this area to connect to the newly dug shaft to the rest of the museum area. It says something about this. Oh yeah. When one part of a mining area was complete, miners often left their initials and the date as a mark of pride that they had accomplished. From the 1920s until 1954, minerals used the carbide lamps mounted on their hard hats to mark the area they had helped mine. It's like, here we go about this. Bruce Taylor and Lewis Lavey, Dan Howell, and Brett Ward left not only their names but also their motto, "Get her done," to mark their competition of the project. Like here. Bruce Taylor, and then Getter, and blah blah blah. There we go.
The undercutter is a chainsaw that cuts into the bottom of the line face, which is the wall about to be mined. The blade cuts a gash 8 or 9 feet deep into the wall and about 6 inches high. This cut weakens the wall, making the blast more efficient and giving the saw a place to fall. A skilled miner can undercut a 50-foot wall in 25 minutes. The undercutter also enables the miners to maintain a fairly level floor. The gash, which is called a curve, is cut relatively straight, but with each advancing curve comes a bump in the floor. You can see where each new wall was formed with every successive blast on the floor in this bay. The undercutter's blade is adjustable. It is useful for cutting trenches into the floor. It carved out this hole in the maintenance shop to enable mechanics to work on the mining equipment. A companion task to the undercutting is the drilling. Large 8-foot drill bits are attached to a drill that bore holes into the mine face. A miner generally drills 26 holes into a 40-foot face, which takes 20 minutes. The mine has several types of drills in operation. Some drills at this mine actually date to the 1930s and have been so well maintained that they're still in use. There have been several improvements, from a simple post drill to a machine that ran 4 drill bits at one time.
This is the kind of drill they're talking about, probably. Or something. Oh, no, wait, no. Talking about this drill. See, look, the bit broke off right there. That's the front of the drill. And blah, blah, blah. So, look at all that salt dust. And look, that's like a piece of machine pull things. Stuff. Oh, here. These are how long the drills would be. And here's that cutting machine they were talking about. So, you know, the facer. Oh. This is the machine they used to cut, you know, like in the video. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is the milling machine. Or the drill machine that they use. Because there's like drill, like things that look like they would hold drill bits in there. You know, about the same size. About close to the same size as that drill over there. Probably put it in that. Look at all the salt dust they just got laying around here. Look at this. Look, see? This is like explosion. Explosion things they use. These are old sticks of, that's a dummy stick. Except these are what the old sticks of dynamite look like. Isn't that cool? Wow. And then this is the thing they would use they would press it, beep.
Kerry Salt Company bought a joy loader, partly in response to the shortening labor supply due to World War II. Instead of having to lay rails to the newly blasted muck, the joy loader brought the salt to the track. This loader had arms that swept up the salt off the mine floor and conveyed it into a trolley car. As soon as the trolley was filled,
The jolly loader is right here. Sweeping up all that salt from these floors. This thing, jolly loader. See the 2 arms right there? Remember it said it would use those arms right there. Scoop up all the salt. Alright, look, that's where you'd use it. Like turn it on the machine. Except to see the conveyor belt. Take all that and put it in there. Oh, I think this is the dotty crusher. Hold on. No, this is just the trolley. You can't see, it's too dark. Okay, Strataca. That's where we are right now. Ooh, I wonder what's over here. Ooh, what is this? Strict precautions were taken in order to guard against... Okay. Look. So you don't breathe in salt dust, I'm pretty sure. This is all stuff. Look at that. Searching for Agent Life. Looks like somebody's on the trams.
Because you can come back to this area
That's awesome. Except this is from the drill. You know the drill? Let's see, can you see through there? Right there. You can't see. Dang it.
Again, load from front to back.
Train time. Yay. Uneven grounds. Ooh, can I get on the front? Why not? Yeah. Ooh, the train right there. Can I get right here? Yay. We got a choo-choo right there. Is that a light bulb I see over there? I see a light bulb.
Remain seated at all times. Keep your hands and feet inside the train and do not raise your hands above the top of your head. All aboard the Salt Mine Express.
Oh, right. Okie dokie. Ooh, dynamite boxes. That's amazing.
In the wall to your right is a bulkhead. A bulkhead is what the miners call a wall that was used to direct airflow. This bulkhead is made of 1.5-inch thick tongue and groove planks supported by 6-inch by 6-inch timbers and sealed with black tar paper on the backside to keep air from that part of the mine from coming into this side. It was slowly being crushed by the roof, but as you can see, it finally came down. On the platform are a couple of two-thumbed gloves. In the 1940s, when this area was being mined, everyone conserved materials for the war effort. The miners would wear the gloves until they wore out the palms. Then they would wear them on the opposite hands, using the second set of thumbs until they wore out the backs of the gloves. Now, stories have been told that Mr. Carey, the owner of the Carey salt mine, was always after the miners to pick up their trash and not contaminate the salt. Well, apparently a miner rolled up these gloves and stuffed them in a blasting hole, because that's where we found them 60 years later when we opened this part of the museum. Now, if you look closely at the salt wall to the right, it appears there's another glove stuffed in a blasting hole.
I don't see it.
As you look to your left, you'll see a rare sight, what the miners call a roof fall. The pieces on the floor used to be the roof. But over a number of years, the salt started sagging away from the compacted mud layer above it and eventually fell. Now, even though only a few rooms ever develop a roof sag, everywhere in the mine that people will walk, drive, or ride, we monitor the roof, and sags are removed when necessary. Can you imagine how it must have sounded when this roof fell?
Look on your left.
From 1923 to 1983, the miners used a rail system to transport salt from the mine face to the salt skip, where it was hoisted topside. Then, in 1983, they switched to a conveyor belt system. On the left is a car that was used to haul salt, and railroad tracks that were abandoned when mining left this area in the 1950s. The miners would use the same rails and ties over and over, since bringing more down the skip was both time-consuming and costly. Our train crew ripped up and hauled back abandoned rails and ties from the mine that were used for our train track. Almost 5,000 feet of rail for the track you're riding on. At the next curve, we'll pass by other original cars used with the rail system, including a hand-wheel-operated rail-bending car.
Ooh. Rail bending thing.
that comes down in the mine stays in the mine. And if you look at the lit area, you'll see that this is even true of mining trash. Now, we know this area was mined in the 1940s and used as a break area in the 1950s. And we found many name brand products in this trash pile from that time period, and some of which are still around today. There are a couple of things that we noticed here. One, there's a calendar from 1953 on the floor by the rocks on the left. And two, when we found it over by the pillar, the gray trash can, well, it was empty. We consider all these items to be artifacts, which only proves one person's trash is another's treasure. In case you were wondering, trash isn't the only thing miners left underground. And apparently this area was used as a restroom. Oh, no fancy porta pots here. And they weren't very careful with the toilet paper either. And this is one reason we say, don't lick the salt.
Dynamite. Oh, look at that. Okie dokie.
Of course, I do have a few things to go over before you get off and get your pet salt. The first of which is please don't climb on the pile. It's very unstable and you will fall. Also, please don't throw the salt. You might hit me. If you want a big piece of salt, don't get anything that is bigger than your fist. If you would like multiple small pieces of salt, you can use those bags that are over there on that wooden spool. Next to those bags, you can see a clear box. That is our donations box. We are a nonprofit and every little bit helps. Without further ado, you can go ahead and get your very own pet salt.
Hey, it's me, Jackson. That was at the salt mines in Kansas, Strataca salt mines. And while I was there, I bought this helmet with a little flashlight on it. Turn it on. Beep. Yeah. Except it was pretty fun. I'm gonna make a different video on my second channel about the night trolley thing they had there. Because it would have been like 40 minutes long. The video would have been 40 minutes long if I had did that. Alright then. Catch you later. Bye bye.